Hi, I'm Dustin.
I'm Leslie.
And we're the Wayward Waggs. We are former full-time RV travelers. Been on YouTube for a little over 5 years now. Actually almost 6 years. Almost 6 years on YouTube now, because we started our documentation before we went on the RV life, and now we've continued it since we've come off the road. And so the fun part about the videos now, we don't travel anymore, but we do it in the studio at home. The fun part is Leslie doesn't know what we're going to talk about until we sit down here. I come up with all the topics.
Yeah.
And so you're always surprised.
Yes.
What we're going to do. So today we're going to do a fun one. We have a really fun video for you today.
Okay.
Over the past 6 years, we've had some very colorful comments. So today, we're going to talk about our 10... I've been collecting crazy comments over the years.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to whittle it down to 10.
Some like funny crazy and some like...
Yeah.
If you were in front of me, I'd punch you in the face crazy.
Exactly. So some of these are funny. Some of these will make you angry. I'll just warn you ahead of time. We saved the very worst one for last. So make sure you stick around for that one. That's the comment that really shook us. You'll see. You'll remember when we talk about it.
Okay.
So let's kick it off here. We're gonna 10 craziest comments. We'll put them up on the screen down here so you can see them and read along as we go. So the first, I have the computer here, so I'm gonna be reading. Here's the first one, and this was the video we went to Hot Springs in Arkansas.
Okay.
Some of these I have a frame of reference on what video it was. Some of them I don't, because I just don't remember. Some of them I documented which one it was.
Okay.
So that was that video. And we're gonna hide the names to protect the guilty. We don't want like outrage and you go into their channels or their profiles and cursing them out or anything. Although a lot of these comments, when we did get them, you did come to our defense.
Yes.
And just attack.
There were some great.
And so all these comments now have mostly been taken down, not because we want to censor, but because you guys were just attacking these people who attacked us first. So thank you for that.
Yes.
But it got to be
we didn't
so
want it to
crazy.
Keep going.
We just take the comment down. So here we go. Here's the first one. Thank you for being so productive with your lives. You produce nothing of value for our society, but you do burn copious amounts of hydrocarbons while doing it. Let's have everybody in the world not do anything but drive aimlessly, providing nothing tangible to society other than unnecessary amounts of greenhouse gases to our world. Thanks for being role models. Well, I will say, and a lot of these we didn't reply to.
No.
But I will say that, we worked hard through our lives to get where we are. We retired through the military and through, being wounded in combat. So I get some disability through the VA. So I feel like I earned the right to travel and do whatever I want on a daily basis.
Exactly.
I have the right to free speech, so I can be on YouTube and I can be on social media platforms and I can document my travels if I want to. So thank you for your opinion. We don't travel anymore, but if we did, why would you take the time to even write this?
Yeah, well, people are just miserable in their lives and want other people to be miserable.
And I guess I could say that about all these comments. Like, why would you even take the time? Out of your busy day, if you got a busy day, to say something negative. Just keep going. If you don't agree with it, or you don't like it, just go to something else.
Should have said, thank you for being so productive with your life.
Yeah.
I'm commenting.
Let's go to the next one. Here we go. There is no way 3,000 views you're making money. I call BS on this whole YouTube grift. You're sponsored by the RV companies and or YouTube itself. Especially with the price of gas these days. You're nice people, but please be honest, who is funding you?
I never saw this one.
I don't even know what this means. Like, I'm funding myself. We're retired.
They don't see how it's possible to be jobless and doing all that.
By this comment, I think they assume that we are traveling just off the money that we make off of social media. Which that would be very difficult. Yeah. Because we don't make a lot. And then we donate a portion of that to veterans. Yeah. So we make even less than most people on social media platforms. So yeah, you're correct. There is no way with 3,000 views per video on average that we could travel and do all the things that we did. There's no way. So you're right, but you're wrong in your assumption, but right in your thinking.
And this person obviously isn't a devoted follower because
No.
they would know our story.
They would, yeah.
Or you could just read the intro and hear
Yeah.
our story too, and get a better understanding than what they had at that moment.
And so we get that a lot in videos too. People will watch a portion of the video and they'll comment on that,
Yeah.
and the answer is later in the video. So if you just watch the whole video,
That was
Yeah,
one of
we're
my
good.
biggest pet peeves
Yeah.
about
you
people.
can obviously tell they didn't watch the whole video.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. With all the government programs, why would you need to donate to veteran organizations? What a bunch of propaganda for more war. Open your eyes. We're fighting for Israel, not the U.S. Like,
I
holy
never saw this one either.
crap, man. The reason that we donate to veteran organizations is because it's what's important to us. It's what is near and dear to us. And
It's been our whole adult life.
and it's our way of, as you know, when we traveled, it was our way of staying connected to the veteran community.
Yeah.
And so I'm not knocking anybody for donating to whatever cause that they feel like is important. If there's a cause or an organization that it's impacted you directly, you know, people who with autistic kids, they donate to autism, Special
certain
Olympics, cancers, yeah, all kinds of, whatever has impacted your life and is important to you,
Yeah.
donate to that. Veteran organizations and helping veterans, because I'm a veteran, is important to us. So that's what we do. All right, here's the next one. Love your videos in the beginning and the way you highlighted heroes, but I'm sad to say your channel has become too much of a commercial and or the content is just not there. Good luck in all your future endeavors, but for now I'm going to have to sign off and unsubscribe. Well, I will tell you this. Yeah, we don't make a lot of money on YouTube
No.
itself. YouTube is the vehicle
Yes.
to get sponsors and get other modes of
income.
and revenue. And yeah, I mean, as you grow and get bigger, that's going to happen. You're going to get sponsors.
And there's going to be more commercials.
There's going to be more commercials and more ads. And
Well, technically, I mean, there's not going to be more. I guess you could add more as a creator if you want, but there's going to be commercials whether
Yeah.
it's you're paid for them or not.
yeah.
They're going to roll them. So why not get paid
my
for 'em?
reply to this person was, we're sorry. First of all, we're sorry to see you go. Just curious, do you stop watching TV shows because they're on commercials?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
commercials on TV that you can handle, and you'll still watch your favorite TV shows. But on YouTube, why is it different on YouTube?
Exactly.
I mean,
They want straight content, no.
these actors and
interruption.
actresses on these TV shows are getting some of the revenue from these ads,
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Well, yeah.
I get $20, and all of a sudden I'm a bad guy.
Yes.
You
Now
know?
you understand it.
So why is it okay on TV for these
Yeah.
these stars to get millions and millions? Not okay for me to make $20-30.
Yeah.
And speaking of sponsors, watch this. And if you don't want to watch it, skip it. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Brooklyn Bedding. We've had our mattress for over 3 years now. We had it in the RV, and now we have a Brooklyn Bedding mattress in the new house.
And it's by far been the best night's sleep we've ever had.
Yeah, and one of the good parts about it is it's factory direct pricing, and so you have to worry about middlemen jacking up the price on you.
And I love that they give you a 120 night sleep trial, so if you don't like it, you can send it back. If you need a different firmness level, they'll swap it out. It's perfect.
Also comes with a 10-year warranty, so if for any reason you have any issues with your mattress over the next 10 years, which is insane,
Yeah.
you can send it back and they'll send you a new one.
And it's shipped for free, direct from the factory in Arizona.
And the best part about it is we can save you 30% on your next purchase of a Brooklyn Bedding mattress. We'll leave a link in the description below. All you have to do is use the promo code WAGS when you check out. All right, here we go. Next one. Congrats. You've made it to my #1 of my worst RV channels on YouTube. Goodbye. Why would you take the time to write that to us? Just leave. Just go away. So, of course, my reply was, bye.
Bye.
I was kind of being a little bit of a smart ass.
Yeah. But you have to, because they wanted to hurt your feelings. That was their intent.
Yeah.
So you have to let them know that that one person, your single entity, does not make or break
Yeah.
my success.
Well, and the other part of that is like, why? Why am I the worst? Give me some feedback. Don't just tell me I'm garbage and then just leave.
Yeah.
Give me some feedback Tell me how to fix it. Tell me how to make it better. Tell me how to be a better channel so that you are entertained, so that you will stick around. Don't just say, you're garbage, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay, this comment came on one of our most successful videos, and this was about how to drain your sewer hose uphill, because sometimes they'll have the hookup where it's either like tall out of the ground
Yeah.
or it's uphill, and your sewer
Everything
hose.
sags.
So this was me explaining how to flush your sewer and get all that stuff out without making a mess,
Yeah.
or without having it to be super complicated. Now, I'm going to have you read this
Wow.
because I need a translator. I don't understand what the hell they're saying.
Well, let me read it first.
All right, read it out loud.
Well, I want to make sure I can read it and understand it.
Well, we ain't got time for that. Read it out loud.
Okay, it says, I knew once you started installing couplings, fittings, and water hoses in an RV park, you was, well, that's an irritating thing, you was going to be attacked, assault, and kidnapped by the U.S. Rangers, FBI, CIA, and probably a search to see what kind of poop you got in your property. You are busting your buttons, and now you have a sheriff giving you a ticket because your hose is green and not orange.
What?
I didn't see this one. This must have been all your comments that you've seen. I've never answered anything like that.
What? I don't even know what this means.
Okay, it's all broken English, and whoever pushed them through the educational system failed society.
Oh, and you mispronounced water houses.
And water houses, yeah. Fittings and water houses in your RV park. I read it quick.
I don't know what this means. And then they get the laugh emoji like we're supposed to get the joke or whatever it is.
Yeah. But see, that's when you have to answer, like,
What?
yeah, are you commenting on the wrong video? Have you watched too many and you're confusing where you're putting your comments?
They're talking about getting kidnapped by the Rangers, FBI, CIA.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But I had to put that one on there because it's hilarious.
Oh my God,
It's
the
funny.
ignorance of some people.
Yeah. All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Boom. Worst video ever. Okay.
That's it. Just period.
Thank you. All right, moving on. All right. Where in God's name do these people come up with the money to buy such high-dollar RVs, yet when it comes to the YouTube platform, it's the subscribers that are paying for that, yet in reality, they, the RVers, have nothing to do with the ones who helped them get to where they are on YouTube to begin with. I have seen this on so many levels, and it's truly sad. It shows no respect whatsoever. I see things the way they really are.
I don't think you see anything.
First of all, that's one sentence.
That is true. They just used a lot of commas, but there's only one period, and that's at the end. Oh my God.
So at the end, I'm like,
They needed a nap after that.
I have no idea what you're saying. I think what you're trying to say is that...
They think they're paying for our luxury RVs.
Well, they're not. It's free to watch.
Yeah.
YouTube's completely
You
free.
didn't pay a thing.
You don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to buy any of our swag. You don't have to go to our Amazon store. You don't have to
Yeah.
be on our Patreon. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to do nothing. You watch the video, it's completely free. So you're not paying for anything.
Now, all RVs are pricey, but
Yeah.
to say high dollar, like, there's way more expensive than ours. So ours is not high dollar. I don't consider ours high dollar compared to the range of prices in an RV.
And the other thing I think they're saying is like, how do all these YouTubers afford all these
Afford,
high-dollar RVs? There's way more people that are not on YouTube that are affording these RVs than are on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, if people couldn't afford these high-dollar RVs, these RV manufacturers would be out of business. There's hundreds of thousands of RVs that are sold every year, mostly to people who are not on YouTube.
Exactly. Oh, you don't know what video this is.
Yeah, this video was our most watched video ever, and this was about the 5 worst states to RV in.
Oh, God.
And the worst state we named was California. So this says, That was a lot of bullshit you spewed about California. Straight up mistruths. Can't use gas engines. Bullshit. And there's a reason some roads are restricted. Doesn't take a genius to figure it out. There are roads in Arizona that are restricted. Your political bent got in the way of the facts.
We never said you couldn't use gas engines. We commented about the future ban on it and how that was going to affect people going to the state to see it.
Yeah, they were talking about diesel engines, and then we were talking about, small gas engines like weed eaters and mowers and generators for RVers who are going to be using generators, and so how that's going to impact
that
RVers.
was when that first announcement about the future banning.
So this guy got all pissed. He's probably from California.
Well, obviously.
And doesn't like what we said.
You think?
But hey, still our opinion that California is the worst state to RV travel in.
And it has nothing to do with the landscape.
No. All right, now we're going to a funny one.
Okay.
This was like probably the first year we were RVing.
Oh, okay.
The first year we were on RVing on YouTube, so probably not our first year on YouTube.
Second year.
Second year on YouTube. First year on the road.
Okay.
Another fun video. Just curious and no offense intended, but are you guys into the lifestyle? My girl thinks you're a hottie, and if you're ever in town, maybe we can have a little adult fun. If not, no worries. God bless our beds.
At least they ended on a positive note. Bless the vets.
And I was like, I showed this to Leslie, I was like, wow.
What do you say to that?
So I was like, well, no, thank you, I appreciate it.
No, we're not.
We're very flattered. But no, we're not into that. We do joke about it a lot. We joke.
As RVers, with the pineapples and stuff.
Pineapples and flamingos.
Joke a lot about that stuff.
And you prank people and stuff. But no, we're not into the lifestyle. But thank you. All right, this last one, this one really got to me.
Yeah?
I did not respond to the guy, although I really, really wanted to. And immediately, you, our loyal followers and viewers, just smashed this dude.
Yeah.
Smashed him. Thank you so much for doing that. But I had to take it down because it was getting crazy. It was getting, really crazy.
Huh.
Trying
to think which one, because there's been a few. So.
Yeah, so this one really pissed me off. It still pisses me off. Let's look at it.
I think I might know. Yes. Yes.
What about all the white guys that lost their lives over there? It's amazing how whites are so easily forgotten. I guess only black lives matter anymore. Whew.
Yeah, that was a doozy. You were mad.
We do honor a fallen hero at the end of every video.
Yeah.
And it's random. Most of the time it's random. Every once in a while we'll have a request from someone who's lost someone and we'll put them in there. But if we don't have someone who has requested us to do one, we go based off of the date. The date that the video comes out will align with the date that service member died and made their sacrifice.
If there wasn't one on that date, the closest to that
closest to it. And I do some research, and wherever I can find the best photos, the best storylines, stuff like that, that's what I go with. And I pay no attention to color, race, anything like that. So apparently, I did look back after we got this comment. I looked back over the last 3 or 4 videos, and it was there was an African American guy, there was an Indian guy, there was the Pacific Islander or Filipino, and even there was an Asian person, all in a row there, and then there was like 3 or 4 African Americans in a row.
Yeah.
Leading up to this, and it's not on purpose. And we don't even care what branch.
No, the branch doesn't even matter.
And we have gotten comments like, "Why are you always doing Army? Why are you always doing only guys, not a lot of girls?" Well, the fact of the matter is, most who sacrificed are in the Army, and most who sacrificed are men. We can't control that.
The ratio of men and women in the military is drastic.
So there were some other branches sprinkled in there, and we just don't.
And there again, we're basing it off the date of the video, so it cannot help if it was a dude over a woman around the date of the video.
And so, to this guy, I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why do you even care about
Why are you
color?
focused on that? Like, why does that grab
Yeah.
your attention out of anything else?
The focus should be on the sacrifice and the fact that there are influencers out there who care about that
Yeah.
and are willing to keep the memory of these service members alive
Yeah.
by honoring their sacrifice at the end of their videos. We don't have to do that. It's extra work. And it's just something extra that we do because it's important to us. This kind of things have impacted us directly. So why do you care about race?
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
Obviously,
You're part of the problem, guy.
they are, and it's a part of their everyday life.
Yeah.
They base everything off of race. Anything that happens
Yeah.
in their life has to do with race, apparently.
Yeah, and the country's not going to get better until we can get rid
No,
of
not with
people
that
like this.
mentality. No. That was definitely the one that fueled your fire the most.
Yeah.
You know which one fueled my fire the most?
I don't know. I apparently didn't save it.
No, because I answered it,
Okay.
and it went on for a couple days.
All right. Uh-oh.
Back and forth with her. And it was about Scout.
Oh, I did save that one. I didn't put it up because I just figured, yeah.
About that, bless my heart, I'm doing the best I can with him, but
Yeah.
to her, I was not taking care of Scout properly.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that real quick. All right, here we go. I know you love your Beardy. I can see that from other videos, but he is not being cared for as well as you think. Scout should be in a 40-gallon breeder, custom or regular, near a window so he can see outside and get real sunlight, and he's supposed to eat every day. First of all, Scout's habitat was the RV.
Yeah, he had bigger than 40 gallons.
He could go anywhere he wanted to. He spent most of his time on the back of the couch
Yeah, and I'm like,
in direct, real sunlight.
never watched a video,
Yeah.
evidently, except for this one.
And we took him outside all the time, so he got real sunlight.
And this was the video on the habitat that we made in the RV,
Yeah.
which he only slept in.
Yeah.
He never had to stay in there unless he did not want out.
Yeah.
When he was brumating or shedding, he's very lethargic and he doesn't want to do anything, and we didn't make him come out. After a couple days, if he didn't want to come out, we made him come out and
Yeah.
get some fresh air and sunlight. But for the most part, probably 95% of his time in the RV was on that back window
Yeah.
and running around. You did not have to be in that habitat.
And Beardies don't eat every day. Even if you offer to them every day, they're not going to eat every day.
And there are some that will. Very active beardies out there that will. But he's offered and he does not want. You're not going to make him eat.
Yeah.
You can't make him eat. Have you ever tried to pry a beardie's mouth open? It is not cool. It's you will lose some flesh.
Yeah.
So you don't make a beardie eat. If you don't eat, he doesn't eat.
So that one got your goat pretty good.
Oh, it did. We went back and forth.
Yeah. And I was like, just let it go, man. Just agree to disagree. This lady obviously don't know what she's talking about. Because Scout is now 7.
7.
He's fine. He's healthy. Still alive. We haven't killed him yet.
No.
Obviously, we're doing something right.
Yes. And he's always been in front of a window.
Yeah. So that's it for our crazy comments. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about our crazy comments. Or
Share some of your craziest comments if you're a creator. I would love to know some backlash you've gotten.
leave us a crazy comment.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll share it again next time.
You might make the next one.
Anyway, hey, stick around for a few seconds. We're going to honor a fallen hero. I cannot guarantee what race or gender or branch that they will be in, but we're going to do it anyway. We appreciate you sticking around and helping us honor that fallen hero. If you want to get involved with helping us help veterans, everything you need to know is right down in the description of the video. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.